Welcome to English Podcast for You. I'm Maria, and I'm so excited to have you here. Whether you're just starting to learn English or looking to improve your skills, you're in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Let's learn together and make English fun and easy. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so happy you're here. In today's video, I'm going to tell you all about my day in the snow, what I saw, how I felt, and the small moments that made it special. This is a great chance to practice your English while following me through a real winter day. Let's start. I woke up very early that morning. The room felt a little colder than usual, so I pulled my blanket around my shoulders and walked to the window. When I opened the curtains, I gasped. Outside, the whole world was white. The cars looked like big, soft shapes under a thick blanket of snow. The rooftops were covered in smooth white layers. The trees had snow sitting gently on every branch, making them look like winter decorations. The street that is usually busy and noisy was completely silent. It felt like the world was holding its breath. I opened the window just a little and a tiny snowflake flew inside. It landed on my hand and melted in 1 second. I smiled. It was such a peaceful moment. I went to the kitchen and made a big cup of hot chocolate. The warm steam touched my face and the smell of chocolate filled the room. I sat near the window and watched the snowflakes fall slowly, one by one. Some snowflakes were big and fluffy. Others were small and fast. They looked like tiny feathers dancing in the cold wind. I listened carefully. There was no traffic, no voices, no noise. Only the soft sound of snow falling on the ground. It felt like the perfect morning. Quiet, soft, calm. After breakfast, I decided to go for a walk. I put on my thick winter jacket, my warm scarf, my gloves, and my heavy boots. It took me 5 full minutes to get ready. Winter clothes are always a workout. When I finally stepped outside, a small cloud of white air came out of my mouth as I breathed. The air was cold but refreshing. The snow under my boots made a loud crunch with every step. I love that sound. It makes winter feel real. As I walked down the street, I saw children playing happily. 2 boys were building a huge snowman. They were rolling 2 big snowballs and laughing because the snowballs kept getting bigger and heavier. A girl in a pink coat was making snow angels on the ground. She moved her arms and legs and then jumped up to see her shape in the snow. Another little boy was trying to catch snowflakes on his tongue. He laughed every time one landed on his face. Their excitement made the cold day feel warm. I continued walking to the small park near my home. When I arrived, the view took my breath away. The benches were covered in thick snow. The walking paths were hidden under a long white carpet. The lake in the middle of the park looked like a frozen mirror. A man was walking his dog, and the dog was jumping in the snow, making little holes everywhere. The dog looked so happy, like it was discovering a new planet. I sat on a bench, carefully brushing off the snow first. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. The air felt clean and fresh, and the whole world seemed calm. After a long walk, my hands started to feel cold even with gloves, so I walked to a small cafe on the corner of the street. When I opened the door, a warm wave of heat touched my face. The smell of fresh coffee and sweet pastries filled the air. I ordered a hot latte and sat next to the window. I watched people walking outside, holding umbrellas, wearing big jackets, and moving slowly on the slippery snow. Inside the cafe, soft music was playing and people were talking quietly. It felt cozy. I stayed there for a while, enjoying the warm drink and the peaceful moment. When I stepped outside again, the snow was falling even harder. The sky looked gray and the snowflakes were bigger now. I walked carefully back home, trying not to slip. My boots were wet, my scarf was full of snow, and my cheeks were red from the cold. But I didn't mind. I felt calm, happy, and peaceful. When I arrived home, I changed into warm clothes, made another hot drink, and sat near the window again. I watched the snow continue to fall. Slow, quiet, beautiful. It was one of those special winter days that makes everything feel soft and slow. All right, my beautiful people, we're coming to the end of today's episode. I really hope you felt the calm winter atmosphere with me. From sitting on that snowy bench, breathing in the fresh air, to finding warmth and comfort inside the cozy cafe. Moments like these remind us to slow down, enjoy the simple things, and notice the world around us. Now, instead of vocabulary, let's practice together. I want you to think about everything you heard today. The scenes, the feelings, the details. And I want you to tell me 5 new words you learned from this episode. Just write them in the comments or in your notebook. This is how you grow your vocabulary naturally, through stories and repetition. And before we finish, I have a little question for you. What is the weather like in your country right now? Is it snowing? Is it sunny? Rainy? Cold? Warm? Tell me in the comments. I really love reading your answers because it feels like we're all in different parts of the world, learning together. Thank you so much for listening and spending time with me today. Stay warm, stay positive, and keep practicing your English every single day. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.